Okay. Uh, Hi, Rashid.
Yeah,
So
hi Umar.
I welcome you to a new episode of Real Dev. And so before we dive into today's topic, can you just give us a brief intro about yourself? So where you are from and what's your current role in the software industry?
Okay, thank you Umar for inviting me here. I'm Rashid from Bangladesh. I'm working with front-end technologies like more than 7 years. Currently, I'm working with JavaScript like Next.js, React.js. Uh, that's it. And working as a front-end developer uh, on a company from Korea, South Korea.
All right. Okay. Thank you for joining our live conversation today. So, on this episode, we'll be discussing about the front end illusion. So, at this point in time, since we have AI doing most of our jobs, we are curious. Are we still building or we are just assembling? Right? So, basically, what we mean there is that, okay, uh, in the JavaScript ecosystem, today's JavaScript ecosystem, is it really producing real engineers or just skilled people that are good at assembling things? So, because we know JavaScript ecosystem as one of the biggest community in development, and if you check most libraries, I think JavaScript guys are fond of releasing new libraries every day. So that's why we call it the front end illusion. Okay. And so
Yeah.
now the first question we'll be asking you is be honest, okay? Be honest. When was the last time you built something truly from scratch without reaching for an AI? What was it like?
Okay, it's be honest, it's a long time ago. Those days, most developers don't do repeated work from scratch anymore using AI and libraries. Um, it's just more practical and save a lot of time. Libraries help build UI faster, and AI is great for boilerplate common patterns. But when it comes to a fully custom based on client's exact vision, AI still can't help that much.
Okay.
In those cases, you still need real front-end skill, and maybe uh, when a client need a custom things, then we must go for the raw things like raw front-end technologies.
Okay. Okay. So it's been long since you
Yeah,
built something from scratch. You actually use a
yeah.
library or you let AI do the job for you.
Uh, Most of the time, I go first to AI. Then
Okay.
AI suggests me some libraries.
Okay.
Then I customize things to skip the repeated works.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So that is cool. That is cool because uh, most people know JavaScript community to be fond of using libraries. I mean, the simplest stuff, they even got to the point where for them to capitalize a variable or an output, they need to import a library to do the capitalization. So imagine you needing to import an external library just for it to capitalize your title or your sentence. So that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the next thing we want to ask you is there a meaningful difference between a developer who understands CSS deeply and one who just prompts Tailwind? So now, someone who understands CSS deeply, or someone who just go to AI and they tell it, okay, write this Tailwind for me and all the stuff, or someone who actually uses Tailwind, because Tailwind is just, just something you just add the classes and all of that, compared to someone who actually understands CSS deeply. So is there a really meaningful difference between these two people?
Yeah, tool can speed up development, but deep knowledge still matters when things break, scale, or need optimization. Like CSS animation, keyframes. Most nowadays, some new developers have less skill on CSS, but they know the tailwind. Then, when something breaks or need optimization, they failed. So you must need CSS and front-end code deeply
Okay,
to build a real-world application. But
okay,
a small kind of application or just for testing, only tailwind is okay.
okay, cool. So you feel like a developer who understands CSS deeply is better than the one who just uses Tailwind directly.
Yeah. Before tailwind, in our previous company, we use Bootstrap or many kind of CSS frameworks. So if a developer knows CSS better and deeply, he can switch any kind of frameworks. But a developer only know the tailwind, then it's hard to switch the another CSS libraries. So it's better
So
that
so
first
CSS
you
is the
know
basic
CSS
which
deeply.
all
Yeah,
developers should start from before
yeah,
jumping into Tailwind
yeah. Tailwind or any other frameworks
or any other frameworks.
or
Okay,
libraries.
okay, okay, okay. Okay. So now let's talk about component libraries, design systems, AI copilots. So at what point does front end development stop being a technical discipline?
Okay. Those automated repeated UI works like same kind of UI, same kind of menus, but real front end engineering still involves on architecture, state management, performance optimization, then responsive behaviors or any customs animations or custom design applications.
Yeah.
So UI helps, but engineers um must need for development.
Okay. So you feel like front end is still a technical discipline.
Yeah,
Okay. So for those people that say, okay, I can build a complete web application and I'm not a developer, so you feel like they actually don't understand the technical part.
yeah. Then when need any changes, any deep changes, then the developer fails because
Okay.
he don't have the deep idea what's going on in the backend.
Okay. So now you've worked across multiple countries, right? You've worked with
Yeah,
people since you said you have over 7 years of experience. So you must have worked from probably different regions, right?
yeah.
Okay. So now, what was your experience like? Does the expectation of a developer differ by company culture or country? So now, the people you said you're working with a company in South Korea, right?
Yeah.
So, and if you've worked with other companies in your local town or some other foreign countries, so the expectation of which those companies had from you, does it differ by different company? Or okay, maybe the Koreans expect you to be like this, the the Europeans expect you to be like this, and then other Asian guys in your country. So what do you think?
Yeah, you are right. There are it's changed depending on companies, countries, and also clients.
Okay.
Uh, some focus on UI, some focus on functionalities, and all the different countries of peoples and clients and companies have different type of standards. So it's changed every time, not only the region or country,
Yeah.
it's changed also based on the clients.
Okay. Cool. All right. So now we are seeing a generation of front-end engineers who can't explain the box model, but they can ship a beautiful app in a day. You see, a front-end, someone who claims to be a front-end engineer will build something amazing. But when you speak to sit with them and you guys are having a conversation, you notice they can't even center a div. They can't even style a div. They can't do all of that without AI. So, but they can build the complete app, a very beautiful app in a day. So now, is that a problem or is that an evolution?
Okay, it's an evolution because modern tools, component libraries, and AI-led developers build products much faster than before. That speed valuable, but it can become a problem when developers depend on tools without understanding the basics.
Yeah,
If something breaks, performance drop,
yeah.
or the UI becomes complex, shallow knowledge become a limitations.
Okay, cool. So you believe that it is an evolution because, yes, people are now building a complete application in a day, right? Which something
Yeah,
that
yeah,
takes weeks and months before. And
yeah. You are
before
right.
in the previous years, you see developers of a team of 5 to 6 developers building an application for 6 months, right? Sometimes a year. But now
Yeah,
a junior developer can get that done in a day. So you believe that it's an evolution, but it can become a problem because
yeah.
you have to
Till
understand the basics.
till the things are become complex.
Yeah. Okay.
For a simple
So
project,
something
it's a
like
revolution.
maybe if the AI models are down or your token
Yeah, yeah, you are right.
is exhausted, then you can't fix it until you renew your token, or you can't fix your production issue because Cloud Code is
Yeah,
down. Something like that.
yeah, you are right.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so now, what's one front end concept you believe every JavaScript developers should master? I mean, something they should understand without the help of AI or help of Google or documentation. Because I know people, or I myself, at some point, when I'm writing JavaScript, I still need to browse some basic stuff. For example, if you are creating a new React app, right? For me, since I'm not a front end person, I still need to browse it. How do I create a new React app? And then I see the command comes up, npx create React app and all those stuff. So you as a senior front end engineer, what's one front end concept you believe every JavaScript developer should master it? That they don't need AI, they don't need a doc, they don't need Google, they should be able to do that. So what's one front end concept you feel?
Okay, as you say that if you install Next.js or React.js, it's okay to search and go to their website and run the commands. It's okay, but you have much knowledge on the box model. Every front-end developer should understand like basic things like margin, padding, border, width, the layouts, because the library or uh, framework may change, but those things are never be changed. So if you understand the box model well, you can fix broken design much faster, even without Google AI or frameworks.
Thank you. So now the next question is, do you think JavaScript ecosystem space? So I mean, at the way JavaScript frameworks are changing every 2 years or every years, you think is great, is helping developers grow or keeping them shallow? So what do you think about that? Did you get what I said?
Maybe there are some network issue. Can you please repeat again?
Okay. So I said in the JavaScript ecosystem, right? We notice JavaScript frameworks are changing maybe every 2 years, or after sometimes JavaScript frameworks are actually changing, right? So do you think it's actually helping developers grow or it's keeping them shallow?
Okay. Uh, Maybe both.
Okay.
The fast pace help developers learn new ideas quickly and push the way forward. We got better tools, better performance, and better developer experience, uh, because the ecosystem keeps evolving. But it can also keep developers shallow if they spend all their time chasing new framework instead of learning fundamentals. Many times before properly learning one, another one comes alone. Then by leaving the first one and working on the new one,
Yeah.
neither of them get learned deeply.
Right.
So most of the developers have multiple knowledge on multiple frameworks, but most of the time they're not experts on them, because
So at
becoming
so at the
experts,
point they now
anyone is
become
coming.
like jack of all trades. They are
Yeah,
learning so many frameworks without mastering any of them.
yeah, you are right.
Okay, so that can be a problem, and it can also be something that help them to grow.
Yeah, but if you still on the previous framework and learning
Yeah,
it deeply, then
yeah,
maybe you are getting the outdated.
yeah. Okay, okay. So now, what's the most underrated front end skills that interviewers never ask? But that kind of skills can separate a great engineer from an average one. For example, now you see a job posting, and how does the recruiter know which engineer is a great engineer and which one is not? So most recruiters don't understand all of this, right? They just feel like, okay, you said you have built this. This also claim he has built this. You understand this kind of stuff. So now, what is the front end skills which you feel like it is underrated and it actually separates a great engineer from an average engineer?
Okay, I think it's debugging, because most of the people think that debugging is only for the backend logics, not for the front end.
Yeah,
But great front end developers are very good at finding and fixing problems. Like you test a application on iPhone 12, but it can be a problem for iPhone 14. So debugging is very important thing.
Okay. So you felt like if they could set up like a debugging session, they should be able to figure out who is a great engineer and who is an average engineer
Yeah, you are right. Because a great front-end developers debug the issue faster.
first. Okay, so debugging with speed. Okay, cool. That's cool. So uh so now where does front end goes from here? Now we have AI tools, right? So now do you think front front end development is it's going to be like a discipline that will survive in this current form, or does it get fully absorbed by AI tool? So, do you think front end development can still go far, or you feel like AI tools are already replacing it?
Uh, Content development will probably change a lot, but it won't disappear. AI will handle more repeated work, so developers may spend less time writing small details by hand. But
Okay.
front-end is more than making screens look nice. Real apps still need people who understand user experience, performance,
Yeah.
debugging, business logics.
Yeah.
AI is good at generating code, but human still decide what should be built, how system should work,
Yeah.
how to handle complex problems. So front-end will likely evolve from writing every component manually to guiding, reviewing, and engineering UI system with AI tools.
Yeah.
So we still need front-end developers in future.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So you still believe that great front end
Yeah,
engineers will continue to strive in their craft, right?
yeah,
All right. Okay. Thank you for joining our session today. And it's nice hearing from a senior because the main issue these days is most people are scared. Some people feel like, why do I need to learn front end when AI is already um, even a product manager or a PM or someone who's not a technical person can now build a front end uh, website. So why should I spend 6 months or 1 year trying to learn front end? So people are getting scared. They feel like AI is already taking their job, but at least you have shown that if they can spend their time to learn and become a great engineer, they will stand out and they will still get their dream job and they will still get the high paychecks they've always dreamt of, right?
yeah. AI helps to save times and build things faster, but it's can replace developers.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you
Thank
very
you, Mar,
much.
for inviting me.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you
Rashid.
very much.
All right.
Okay,
See you next
okay.
time.
Yeah, inshallah. Bye.
Bye.